I was abused as a child, physically and sexually, and later in life I've always been kind of a rebeller. I have issues with authority, a lot of anger. I started out drinking when I was in high school, and quit drinking when I was 24, and found methamphetamines and was on that for 15 years.
Well, I was homeless, and I was using drugs and alcohol, and I'm pregnant, and I needed to better my life.
I'm just, trying to stay sober, live a sober life, and do what I need to do to get back on track, get my kids back.
Every day I have to decide, what is most important, what is best for my daughter and I. If I make this decision to use, how will this affect Sierra?
Nothing was ever good enough for me to stop. I mean, my own children, whom I love so much, wasn't even enough for me to quit using drugs. My addiction was so strong.
Many of these women have been on drugs since they were 12. They come out of gangs, they come out of terrible upbringing, and we bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to them.
Friendship with the world means enmity against God.
Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, walks about like a roaring lion.
They have 10 Bible studies a week. They have a learning center. They volunteer at our thrift store.
The thrift store opened a year and a half ago. I got the pleasure of help setting that up. It's a non-profitable organization. All proceeds come to help Liza's Place and the women here. A lot of women haven't worked in years.
It gives us background for our jobs, that when we go on some of the girls go on their job hunts, it gives us something to put on our resume.
This wonderful Hope Home here in the basement of Good News Church. So come on in. These ladies have dual diagnosis or co-occurring disease. So they struggle with a little bit of mental issues and an addiction. So they're all kind of in the same boat, and they're just the most wonderful ladies you'd ever want to meet. We also help the girls get their GEDs, do their typing, learn Excel, PowerPoint, Word, and anything else that they want to learn while they're here.
I have a passion for these ladies because they have nobody else to help them. They have so many requirements on them, and they can't even get themselves to the parole office, let alone get a job, get their children back.
It took me 46 years to let go of my past and let God take over.
I never understood that I needed to have a relationship with him, so I was like, you got 1 year. That's what I told him. You got 1 year to show me that living on the right side of the track is better than where I've been. And let me just tell you, 55 days clean, he restored my family, my 3 small boys, Nathan, Wesley, and Benjamin. And at 75 days, he went before me in court and delivered me from going to prison the 3rd time. I got 6 years of probation. So it's all about Jesus for me.
First person I'd like to introduce is Wendy.
I found it in him. He gave to me, now I'll give back to them.
I've got over 10 months sober between being in jail and here, and I have a job and my self-confidence. I have my integrity back. I have all that back, but that is all second to what is the most important thing in my life today, and that is that personal relationship with my Lord and Savior.
There's no other way to put it. I am so excited about a future for the first time in my life.
You know, we're just Jesus's vessels, and we need your help to continue to do the Lord's work. Many people think that we get a lot of state and federal aid, and we do not. This is a work of the Lord, and it's time for Christians to stand up and help us. We've had hundreds of churches come here and bring clothing donations and laundry soap and things like that. Right now we need your money to pay the bills. not for us, but for them, so that they have a roof over their head, so that we can continue to heal them. We are the only program in Colorado Springs for unaccompanied women, and we need your help.